Good morning. How are everybody is what I was literally just about to say, but that makes no sense. How are you? And how is everybody? Would have been the right thing to say. Anyway. So today I want to talk about body dysmorphia because I don't talk about it. I haven't talked about it. And I still struggle with it a little bit. Not as bad as I used to, that's for sure. And I thought it was about time we address it. But first, let's go shopping. The Forever 21 that I occasionally go to is one block down the street from me. It says Fashion 21, even though it is a Forever 21 because it was the very first ever Forever 21 ever in existence. It started here in Highland Park, and I know fast fashion is bad, but god damn it do I love some Forever 21. I bought some shorts.
Do these effectively hide my thunder?
And this shirt, which I actually have this shirt in green. I also got this yellow dress. This dress is a little tight, and I don't typically buy clothes that are tight on me, or I buy them and then I never wear them. That's all I got. I just wanted some happy pick-me-up clothes. Body dysmorphia. I think most of you probably already know what that is. The reflection that you see in the mirror is an altered version of reality. You may see yourself fatter, you may see certain aspects of yourself different than what they really are in reality and become obsessed with fixing them and fixing them and then never getting the look that you covet. And let's talk about it. I never thought that I had body dysmorphic disorder. I was convinced that I never had it. I didn't think, I don't know, it was weird because sometimes I would see a picture of myself and I would go, whoa, that's what I look like, I'm that skinny. But then when I would look in the mirror, I'd be like, no, that was just a really like a fluke of a picture. I looked as terrifyingly thin as I was. But when I looked in the mirror, that's not what I saw. And it was actually my first therapist I ever saw, who I hated, who told me that I had body dysmorphic disorder, but I hated her, so I was just like, whatever. I did, obviously. Then when I started gaining weight, before I decided to cover up all my mirrors, which I eventually did and was a very smart decision on my behalf, I look at myself and I would just be like, oh my god, I'm a monster. I had to get a new memory card. I forget where I was. Yeah, oh, okay. When I was switching from quasi-recovery to full recovery, so I was about to quit doing yoga forever and I was about to cover my mirrors, which were the quitting yoga was something I knew was necessary for recovery, and the covering my mirrors was a recommendation from my therapist, who I loved, new therapist. So it was right before that, and I was seeing myself, I was looking at myself, and oh my god, it was crazy. I had maybe gained 5 pounds, and easily most, if not all of it, was just water weight and bloating from the starting to eat again. There was no way it was actual weight that I had put on that fast. I mean, I eventually put it on, but at that point there was no way it was real. But I saw myself and I just had the most horrible images of what I thought I looked like, of what I thought my reflection was showing me. And it was, I remember so clearly looking at myself in my yoga clothes one day and just being like, what monster have you become? And this was before I had even really started mini mod. This was right at the beginning. And if I didn't have like this extreme will to keep going, and had I continued to weigh myself or look at myself in the mirror, it would have been so bad, because I have body dysmorphic disorder. I cannot always trust my reflection. And even to this day, it is something that I have to be constantly cognizant of. One morning I can wake up and I have a full-length mirror here in my bed, in my like makeup room. And when I get dressed, that's what I use to like make sure my outfit's cute or whatever. And I can look at myself on Monday morning and be like, girl, you look so fine. And I can do a little dance in my underwear and just be like, hot damn, your body's out of this world. Then Tuesday morning, I can wake up and look at myself, the exact same body in the exact same mirror, and go, how did you let this happen? Your belly sticks out way too far and you've got cellulite all over your ass. Literally nothing changes in the 24 hours between Monday morning and Tuesday morning. It's the exact same body, but just sometimes I see myself and I think those things. And I really wish I didn't. I really wish I could sit here and tell you that everything is perfect and it's all worked out, because honestly, for the most part, it has. I have no more issues with food, no more issues with exercise addiction. I think I'm like 90% of the way there, because when I do have those thoughts on that, for that example, on like Tuesday morning when I have those really negative thoughts about my body, I am now able to like step back and be like, honey, why? What happened? Why are you mad? What's wrong? I'm starting to figure out some things that trigger it. The thing is, I don't want to change anything about my body. It's just some days I have these really negative thoughts, and this is what I've been doing lately. I've kind of been noticing that I definitely have more of the negative thoughts when I spend a lot of time on social media. It's so crazy, the correlation between social media and your own perceived image. Like, if I wake up in the morning and take 30 minutes to scroll through Instagram, which I often do, trying to stop, but it's like seriously an addiction. And then I come in here and I get dressed, I notice that then I feel worse about myself than if I had just gotten up and started getting ready, jumped in the shower and got ready. When I'm not comparing myself to like photoshopped, face-tuned, airbrushed people, then I'm fine. And when I spend all morning looking at those people, then I'm not so fine. So I'm A, trying to spend less time on social media unless I need to for this, and B, trying to not follow any accounts that make me feel bad about myself. Nothing about those particular people, you know, everyone's doing their own thing, but following more body positive role models, so that, you know, since I know I'm probably never gonna stop looking at Instagram, at least when I look at it, I can feel good and positive and uplifted. Another thing I've noticed is that sometimes I get those feelings when I just can't seem to pull an outfit together for the day. I think at this point in my life, I've pretty much figured out what looks good on me. I've just always struggled to find clothes that fit me properly. I think I'm just really bad at assessing my size, and I think in my head, I think I'm a lot larger than I am, and then I come home and all my clothes are too big. And so like if I throw something together that in my head I thought was gonna look fucking awesome, and then I don't like the way it looks, then instead of blaming the clothing combination or the clothes, I immediately start blaming my body and thinking something's wrong with me and my body, when that's not true, because I know tons of things that do look good on me. So another thing I've noticed is just clothing and trying to get that right. I'm kind of trying to like get rid of clothes that I don't wear that often or that make me feel bad, and replacing them with clothes that make me feel wonderful. Yeah, body dysmorphic disorder. Unlike the way it used to control me, now I feel like I have the power in the situation because I know what it is and I can talk my way through it. Like, I can just be like, okay, I feel this way about my body today in the mirror, but I know that's not true because yesterday I felt that way, and I'm probably feeling this way because of X, Y, and Z, you know, the reasons I just went through. If you feel like you struggle with it, maybe those tips will help you and maybe you can think about it in a different way. Obviously, my body dysmorphic disorder now is different than it used to be because it no longer triggers me into disordered or dangerous eating habits. I don't look at my body some days and think, oh my God, I should diet this away like I used to. I know that some people out there have body dysmorphic disorder in a way more serious way, and I know that because I used to have that too, and I just want to let you know, you cannot always trust your reflection. You think that you're looking at your reflection and it's like, well, that's what I look like. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts, that's me. But there's so many factors that go into it, not just the ones that I just said, but also like mirrors are different. Mirror to mirror, you never know. Like, sometimes you got a good skinny mirror and sometimes you got a like funhouse mirror going on. And so you honestly can't even trust the mirrors. The camera's having so many problems. In the end of the day, your reflection is not as important as your inner self. So maybe one day I have a bad day and I look in the mirror and I'm like, you know, about my body. But I'm like, but I'm killing it at work. Things are really good at home. I got X, you know, Y, and Z to look forward to. I'm happy. So fuck that reflection, you know? I think I'm gonna leave it off there. See you guys later. Bye. I'm sitting here editing and I realized that I totally forgot to end this video. So if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Oh, my boyfriend just started taking a shower, so sorry for the noise. Anyway, if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. And if you're new here, hi, my name is Rachel. This is Ladle by Ladle. I make videos on eating disorder recovery, body positivity, self-love, intuitive eating, and veganism. And I'd love to have you with me. So if you haven't already, please hit subscribe. Okay, thanks you guys. This video is a little bit more vulnerable for me than my usual videos, but I really, honestly hope you liked it. So thanks. Bye.